Greetings, programs! Today's Brando review is of the Minimates aliens Vasquez and Hudson. I believe they're from 2015 from Diamond Select Toys. Let's do this. So you see the packaging here. This is like blister card type deal, plastic, and then the back cardboard. This one for Hudson has fallen apart, but I can show you as Vasquez falls over. They got the alien eggs in the background, blue, black, looks really cool. Got your Minimates logo, ages 8 and up, choking hazard, all that great stuff. On the back here, it should be the same as Vasquez, and it looks to be the same. This is the back. You can see here all the people that they have. They have a lot more. They literally have almost every single character. That's pretty awesome. So Hicks, Hudson, Vasquez, Ripley, and the aliens. And here's the text at the bottom for Hudson. I'll let you pause and read it if you like to, as well as the screaming alien. Then here is the text for Vasquez and the battle damage alien. You can pause and read that if you like to. So they all have like this little plastic here, and then the paper wraps around. Show you aliens with the same exact card back design. Looks really cool. This one has a Toys R Us exclusive sticker. This one does not. So I guess Vasquez is a Toys R Us exclusive. So I will live unbox this one right now. Always clip my fingernails before I do reviews. It's not too helpful when you're unboxing things sometimes. Alright, so your Hudson, stay over here with your stuff, and Vasquez will stay over here with her stuff. So before getting into the individual reviews, I just wanted to get measurements of each and every one of them. So we have the scale here with a Lego figure. You see they're pretty much double the size. So they really wouldn't work for Lego. The Xenomorphs might, but the humans probably cannot. Vasquez about, what, 2 1/4. Hudson with helmet on is about 2 3/8. The Xenomorph's about 2 3/4 tall. So the top of the head, this one probably should be the exact same. The battle damaged here. And it pretty much is 2 3/4 tall. So I'd like to talk about Vasquez first. The stands that they come with, each of them come with a stand each. So she has a stand for herself. Xenomorph has a stand. Hudson has a stand, and his Xenomorph has a stand. And they're all very firm. They take a good amount of force to put on for the first time, and then they stay relatively good. I'm gonna put her back on, and then bam, she stands. So pretty cool that they include that. She has, I don't think this is part of her smart gun accessory. This might be for the Xeno, some kind of peg. I have no idea what this is used for. I don't know if there's anything on the box that shows, no. So I don't know what this piece is, but let's throw her stuff together. We'll look at her accessories first. She has her smart gun, and there's really no way to put her in the authentic smart gun pose for me. Her chest piece is really big, her armor here, and I don't think I can properly fit it, let alone have it authentic. So let's try it out anyway. Yeah, this is gonna be probably impossible to do. Our motion detector just fell out. But I can't get her smart gun to hold besides just one arm. So that kind of stinks. But here is her, I think this is her motion detector. It fell out of somewhere. I guess it can go in any of these points. It can go like right there in the back. And I guess the smart gun can too. No, it doesn't look like it. So we have our motion detector that can kind of stay. Let me see here. Yeah, it goes on her back piece like that. And she only has pretty much just that and this accessory, which I don't know what that is for. And then her extra hair, you know, when she's not using her smart gun. Take it out. Oh God, the head came off. Well, she's been in the packaging so long, I guess, that the headpiece won't come off from the head. I mean, I can take the head off, but I think my fingers might be too big. You also might need to like heat it up to put on this head, but here's the extra head. It pretty much does not have the smart gun eyesight piece thing and head comm set. And then you have extra little head ears, because I guess the ears are sculpted into the hair, so pretty funny. So I guess let's talk about her detailing. This is Private Vasquez. They got the text there on the chest armor very accurately. I thought there was a design there for the chest armor, but I guess not. There's the back side. Got your black underneath there, and I think you can take this off, this armor, as I take off the legs on accident. Yes, you can. So the armor comes off separately, and then you can just have her like this. Maybe when she's doing her chin-ups, I just put her body on backwards. Oh, you can rotate it anyway, so that works out. But you can see the camo underneath here, your black boots and your arms and the gloves. More articulated than a regular Lego, but still, it's okay. Head sculpt looks okay. You got your authentic red bandana, pretty cool. And then the back side, trademarks, the pegs in the bottom of the feet to put on the stand. So I guess we'll talk about articulation for her. She can go up, a little bit prohibited by the armor, but the armor is flexible. It's like a rubber, so she can go up a lot. So it's like a ball hinge for the shoulder. No bicep swivel, just a single joint for the elbows. No hand articulation, and oh my god, arm came off on that side. Probably because of chest piece. She does rotate on a 360 at the waist, and she can kind of sit down. And then she has single jointed knees, so that's pretty cool. You can put them in kind of dynamic poses, maybe running away. Maybe more so than, say, a Lego. So it's like a socket at the hips, so they can kind of move out like that. Kind of cool. But that's Vasquez. It's a little bit underwhelming. Accessories for the Xenomorph, we have our chest burster straight out of Kane's chest and runs on the table. Sculpt looks, pretty good for a little guy. He also has a little peg underneath, so you can put him on a stand, I believe, and we can have him on the stand. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. And that's what he looks like. Not too bad. Pretty cool accessory. A lot of accessories here for like, what, 12 bucks-ish. And we have only the Xeno and the tail here. Pretty much plug the tail into the spine, back there, and it's a pretty good looking Xeno. Looks really cool. And of course, you got the acid blood. This is the battle damage. Does the mouth open? No, it does not, but articulation-wise, we have shoulders up, single jointed. These are really smooth, more smoother than the Vasquez. Looks like they have a little bit of peg in here. I don't think there's any articulation though there. They got your hands. They look very human-like rather than Xenomorph-like. But let's take them off the stand and show the leg articulation. And you can go pretty wide. I'll test it for you. A little bit gummy. Pretty much won't go farther than that. You got single jointed knees, very smooth. Like that a lot. And then you got like a peg here, just like the arms. So that, I don't think there's any articulation there at all. Feet. Got your pegs on the back side here. Kind of cool. So the detail is pretty nice. It is pretty nice. You got the head here. It looks pretty good for the skull. The Warriors have a very different, distinct look. Sculpted by Stan Winston. I want to take off this section from this body, but I don't think that's possible. I think it's all there. I guess I'll also talk about the waist swivel there. So the tail came out pretty easily, so maybe be on the lookout for that. You can glue it in, probably be easier. I don't know, this sculpt looks pretty cool for a little figure. And then the head, up and down, and of course swivel because it's on a 360 type axis. Pretty cool looking Xeno. If you want to have him eat a Lego, it works out pretty well. So here's Hudson. I'm going to see if I can take off his helmet and put on his hair, and you can. A lot easier than Vasquez. He looks pretty funny. He's got, a very square head. And obviously, it does not look that much like Hudson at all. You pretty much have to go off of the armor. So let's put his helmet back on. You see his helmet looks pretty cool with his comm unit set, his camera. I don't know, sir, you tell me. Or I don't know what he says. But he has a little peg in the back there. I'm assuming for motion tracker. Yes. So there's the motion tracker. It's green, black, really small. But it goes in the back of the armor there. Armor is looking pretty good. Nice paint job. Got your details there. I think they're pretty movie accurate. You have underneath here his shirt, which is camo. It looks nearly the same as Vasquez. Vasquez has black boots compared to Hudson's just standard, I guess, looks like almost WWE covered boots there. But let me see also if they have the same-ish camo. It's a little bit different. So articulation, he has little shoulder pieces on his armor. Vasquez really doesn't, so it's going to prohibit his shoulder articulation up top there. Same exact swivel, single joint elbows, hands. His hands do rotate on a 360. I don't think hers do. If they do, oh, I broke it. Nope, it's fixable. Oh yeah, that's how you do it, baby. Toys that break, but they're fixable. What? Never heard of that. Yeah, single jointed, and then the wrist can rotate. And then he can barely sit down. Very prohibited by his armor. Hinged, so he can go pretty wide-ish. That's about it. Single jointed knees, go down, and then pegs at the bottom of the feet. Comes with this little pulse rifle, standard issue. He's probably not going to be able to put 2 hands on it. It's just too short, so one hand it is. Here's the detailing of the pulse rifle. Got a couple tri-colors there. Nicely detailed. Looks pretty cool. Looks pretty good to me. Let's go to the Xenomorph. You get a face hugger. So if we want to do an alternate universe, you just, I'm assuming, slide this right over. A little bit of a tight fit, but that is hilarious. I wonder if you can put the hair on over it. I doubt it. I wonder if I can put the hair and then put the Xeno. I doubt that. So you pretty much will have to be bald, I think, to have the face hugger on the humans that you decide to put on, because the wrapping of the tail there, rather than it just, yeah, you're gonna have to just have them bald, it seems. So it comes with the face hugger, which is pretty nicely detailed. I like it a lot. It looks good, and it's authentically colored. It's like a mustard type deal. And here is the other Xeno, which is the screaming alien. And here we go, putting the tail into the spine, and bam! This Xeno looks really cool. And there's the sculpt. You can see the almost holographic type deal on the sides there for the design. This guy kind of has it too, but it kind of gets pushed back thanks to the battle damage with the acid blood. This one looks just really clean, really nice, and really good. It's like, that looks pretty scary. Ah! Legs, that way, single jointed. I wouldn't say they're as smooth as the battle damage one, but they go like that. Arms pretty much single hinge shoulder socket, and it doesn't go up that far, or you're gonna have that problem. And then very smooth single joint elbows, go in a lot. Looks nice. And then pretty much no hand articulation. We have the opened jaw, which is, I guess, you know, is screaming. Even though this makes sense if you had screaming for this too, because he's damaged. But open jaw, and then 360 head, and then the tail. And it looks like the tail might be articulated. Yeah, so that one moves, and of course, it was just really stiff. I wasn't gonna test it out, I guess. Probably shouldn't. Oh yeah, you can move them a little bit. That's cool. Yeah, it looks really nice. I'm surprised how, probably because this one's damaged. You got the shorter back Geiger-esque. Don't know which really part of the design you would call it, because I'm not like the biggest alien expert, but his back pieces here are a lot shorter than here. It's almost like a dog alien here, even though the dog has absolutely none, but you just see the difference, how big these 4 back pieces are. But that's about it. He's got the same exact put on the other Lego type deal mold, and I don't think you can take it off. And you can't. So 360 at the waist if I didn't say that. So I'm going to give the Hudson 2-pack and the Vasquez 2-pack Minimates out of 10. I don't know. I'm at a loss for words. I'd probably say if you're into this kind of thing, they're pretty awesome. If you're not, I'd probably say, I don't know, because I honestly don't know if I want to keep these guys. I think they do look cool for what they are. If you're really into Minimates, you should probably pick them up. I'd probably give them a recommend. But if you're really not into Minimates, I can't say to pick them up. They are relatively cheap. They do provide a lot of value for what you pay for. Pretty much, you know, Legos on steroids. And you get a lot of great accessories. You get motion trackers and guns. You just can't really hold them together with 2 arms. But they look really cool if you're really into this kind of thing. And they have pretty much every single character available. I think it looks really cool to have a whole set piece of these. But it's not really my thing. So if you're into this, I'd recommend it. And if you're not, I would say don't pick it up. Even though it has a lot of great stuff. So thanks guys very much for watching. Give this video a like if you like it. Subscribe if you aren't already subscribed. And leave a comment down below. Do you guys have any Minimates? I think I might be done collecting them. This is the one and only time I'll review them. Let me know in your comments down below what you think. I'm Brando, and I fight for the users. End of line. Thank you for choosing CRS. Da, 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 da.